Why do I feel like February is the new January? Because look at the time we started February and it's not moving. It's going so slow, like it's not moving at all. Or is February the new January now? Hi. My name is Akosia Safi and this is Teachers on Duty. On today's episode, we are going to talk about the removal of core maths and course integrated science from the readable subjects for students who study elective science in the secondary schools. There is good news for students who offer science as an elective subject in the secondary school. If you have any relative, a sister, brother, cousin, or anyone whom you know that is studying science as an elective subject in the secondary school, guess what? They do not have to read maths and science as a core subject anymore. Isn't that cool? On February 6th, 2024, the Director for National Council and Curriculum Assessment said on Joy News that students that study science as an elective subject do not have to read maths and science as a core subject. And this was his reasons for this new development. The Director for NaCCa, Professor Edward Appiah, said this change is part of the new curriculum developed to improve the educational system. Speaking to Joy News on February 6th, he explained that science students already extensively study mathematics and science, which is very true. So there is no need for them to take those additional courses again. He added that this is expected to begin in 2024 and 2025 academic year. He said, in quotes, "This is part of the new curriculum we are running from primary to junior, and the final one is the SHS. We are saying that with the new one, we used to have core maths and elective maths for all students. They do core maths, and then the science students will also add elective maths. But we are saying that in the new curriculum, you will do core maths, which is additional maths, and that is what the pure science students do. They won't do any other maths because what they are going to do is good enough for them to do their subjects," he added. He went ahead to clarify that science students were forced to take integrated science in SHS because the science in the junior high school was not strong enough. However, with the new curriculum developed, the new junior high school curriculum was good enough and there was no need for repetition. If you ask me, this thing was long overdue. Like, I remember when we were in secondary school, science students always complained bitterly. Like, they will always complain that they are doing elective maths and they are so being asked to, study core maths. They are doing science, they are doing elective science and they are still being asked to study science as a core. Which looked a little bit unfair because why would I have to do all these sciences, which is also elective? That goes into details, and then I'll have to come and do another science. Like, it wasn't really making sense at that time. But since NaCCa has gone ahead, it has taken the steps to take science from the science students courses in which they have to do. I think it is a step in a good direction. It is a step in the right direction. It is going to ease up, their stress on having to learn the sciences in their electives and then they having to come back to learn another science in the core as well and the maths as well, which is so much stressful for them already. Kudos to NaCCa. They are doing a very good job. For me, I think I am very much in agreeance to this new development. I am very much in agreeance to it. I hope we see a lot more changes being done in our curriculum. Talking about the changes that needs to be done and have been made in our curriculum. How far with the withdrawal of our older people from the curriculum? Because I heard somewhere last year, I sat here and I went into details as to why NaCCa is taking over from the curriculum. But since then, we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard any statements being made if it should be officially withdrawn from the subject, because there are districts and there are municipalities that are still offering OOP. there are schools that are still studying OOP. So what is going on? Are we going to have an official statement where NaCCa will come out to officially say and state that schools should now take OOP from the timetable? Because if so, then when is this going to be done? Are we to wait till next academic year? Because in the statement it stated that it is going to be effective this year. So we need to know what is going on. Like, NaCCa, you are working. You've been able to come out to state reasons why you are taking science and maths from the readable subjects for science students. So if you've been able to do, I think you can also come ahead to give us an official statement as to when OOP is going to be officially withdrawn from the curriculum, because we need to know. In my school, for instance, I am still teaching OOP. This term there was a termly scheme of learning and OOP was drawn. Like the termly scheme of learning for all the subjects came out and OOP was part of it. So I was a little bit confused. I asked my headmaster if we are not going to study OOP again, and he said he hasn't received any statement from the municipal saying that they should withdraw OOP from the timetable. So meaning, like, NaCCa has not really officially said anything to schools, and they haven't formally made their mind to take OOP from the subject that needs to be read. So NaCCa, we need to hear from you. If we are still studying OOP, please come out to let us know that you are studying OOP. And if you are going to replace OOP with a new subject, let us also know. We need to know what is being done on the grounds for teachers to, know what to do whenever they step into their classrooms, and for learners to also know what they need to do, especially parents, for parents to know what they need to do. If they need to go to the extent of buying books for OOP for this term, they need to know, because every time, we buy books and parents would need to know what to do. So please, NaCCa, we need to hear from you. Let us know what is being done. But all the same, I'm so happy for students who study science as an elective subject in the secondary schools, and also parents, because this is not only going to ease up the stress of students who study science, but then it is also going to ease up, parents' pockets. Like, it is going to reduce the amount of money they spend on textbooks alone. Because imagining, like, buying textbook for elective science and then going ahead to buy extra textbook for core science, then you buy elective maths, then you go ahead to buy extra books for core maths. Like, that is a lot of buying and spending on textbooks alone. So yeah, this is such a good decision made by NaCCa. Now, please, I'm going to say it. If you have not subscribed, do well to hit the subscribe button before you end this video. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Until we meet again, bye.